everyone, welcome back. In this week's SEC Online Weekly Rewind episode, we are here to discuss some of the most interesting legal stories of the week. So stay tuned. In the top story of this week, we are here to give you an insight on Supreme Court's decision in NEET 21-2022. Considering the urgent need to commence the process of counselling so that the admission process is not dislocated, the Supreme Court has directed that counselling on the basis of NEET UG and PG 2021 shall be conducted by giving effect to the reservation as provided by the notice dated 29th July 2021, including the 27% reservation for the OBC category and 10% reservation for EWS category in the All India quota seats. The order came after the notice issued by the Directorate General of Health Services in the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on 29th July 2021 was challenged by the doctors who appeared in the NEET PG 2021 examination. The notice implements a 27% reservation for other backward classes 1 non-creamy layer and a 10% reservation for the economically weaker section, while filling up 15% undergraduate and 50% postgraduate All India quota seats in pursuance of the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test. Now let's check out the Supreme Court updates. On 4th January 2022, Justice R. Subhash Reddy bid adieu to the Supreme Court after serving as a Supreme Court judge for a little over 3 years. Born in an agricultural family, Justice Reddy began his career as an advocate in the year 1980. His stint as an advocate stretched over a staggering period of 22 years. He also served as a judge at the Andhra Pradesh High Court and the Chief Justice of the Gujarat High Court before his elevation to the Supreme Court. Read all about him and his notable judgments on the SEC Online blog. After a massive security breach that left Prime Minister Narendra Modi stuck on a highway in Punjab for 20 minutes on January 5, 2022, the three-judge bench of Supreme Court has directed the Registrar General, Punjab and Haryana High Court to secure and preserve the records relating to Prime Minister's scheduled tour of Punjab on 5th January 2022. Due to bad weather, the Prime Minister's convoy took off by road for a 2-hour journey instead of flying to the rally site at Firozpur, Punjab by helicopter. Around 10 kilometers short of the rally venue, the convoy was stranded on a flyover because of protesting farmers. The convoy turned back after waiting for around 20 minutes. All the further programs were cancelled. The Supreme Court is now due to take up the matter on January 10, 2022. Explaining the provision of remission under Section 34(4) of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996, the Supreme Court has held that under guise of additional reasons and filling up of the gaps in the reasoning, no award can be remitted to the arbitrator where there are no findings on the contentious issues in the award. The court explained that if there are no findings on the contentious issues in the award, or if any findings are recorded ignoring the material evidence on record, the same are acceptable grounds for setting aside the award itself. Under the guise of either additional reasons or filling up the gaps in the reasoning, the power conferred on the court cannot be relegated to the arbitrator. In absence of any finding on contentious issue, no amount of reasons can cure the defect in the award. It's time that we now look at some of the highlights of the High Courts. Would installing CCTVs in spas and massage parlors infringe bodily autonomy of a person? Expressing that right to life and personal liberty enshrined in Article 21 of the Constitution of India includes the right to relax, Madras High Court held that the said right can be exercised in a variety of forms. Bench observed that suspicion that immoral activities are taking place in a massage center cannot be reason enough to intrude into an individual's right to relax, for it intrinsically is part and parcel of his fundamental right to privacy. Further, the court noted that the installation of CCTV equipment inside premises such as a spa would unquestionably infringe upon a person's bodily autonomy. These are inviolable spaces where the prying eye of the state simply cannot be allowed to enter. In another significant decision, Madras High Court decided whether consumption of liquor in an association, club, or in similar places is permitted or not. High Court observed that any association, club, or otherwise cannot go beyond the scope of its bylaws, and the competent authorities under the Societies Registration Act are also empowered to initiate action for violation of the bylaws. Read the full report of this decision on SEC Online blog. Wife who refuses to join company of the husband on ground of auspicious time would lead to desertion. Chhattisgarh High Court granted divorce to husband and wife on noting that despite efforts taken by the husband to restore the matrimonial home, wife did not cooperate, and under the guise of auspicious time to return, she continued at her maternal home, leading to desertion by wife. Read full report on the SEC Online blog. Husband who visited wife for a few days only on yearly visits from Canada, whether a moribund marriage or not. Delhi High Court, while deciding this matter, expressed that every marriage where the couple stays apart from each other for work or other obligations consensually is a broken one. Court held that there was neither a matrimonial home nor the possibility of ever having one, and the damage to the marriage was evident. Hence, while dissolving marriage, the bench added that the parties were at an age where they may start a new life if given a chance. However, keeping them tied to a legal bond would only mean snatching away from them the chance to ever lead a fulfilling life. Can minor who succumb to an accident during course of employment be compensated under Employees Compensation Act, or insurance company will be absolved of its liability? Bombay High Court held that Workmen's Compensation Act 1923 does not prohibit payment of compensation to a minor. There is no age limit for a person to be employed as an employee under the Workmen's Compensation Act. Therefore, the insurance company cannot be absolved of its liability to pay compensation to the claimants, the dependents of the deceased. Now moving on to the international courts. ECJ, that is European Court of Justice, directed Bulgaria to recognize same-sex couple as parents of a child, irrespective of the fact that Bulgaria does not recognize the concept of marriage between homosexuals. The bench held that it would be contrary to the fundamental rights which are guaranteed to the child under Articles 7 and 24 of the Charter for the child to be deprived of the relationship with one of her parents when exercising her right to move and reside freely within the territory of the member states on the ground that her parents are of the same sex. Moving on to the legislation updates. The Ministry of Finance has notified the Securities Contracts Rules 2021 through notification dated December 31st, 2021, amending the Securities Contracts Rules 2005. The purpose of the amendment was to include electronic instant messaging service to the modes of service of notice. It provides that the notice sent should be digitally signed by competent authority, and in case of bouncing of the electronic mail, it wouldn't be considered valid service of the notice. On December 30th, 2021, the central government notified Consumer Protection Rules 2021 in order to revise the pecuniary jurisdiction of the District Commission, the State Commission, and the National Commission. Read more details on this notification on the SEC Online blog. On December 29, 2021, the Election Laws Amendment Act 2021 received the assent of the President to amend the Representation of the People Act 1950 and 1951. The amendment introduces a provision to link electoral rolls with Aadhaar. In this week's SSC Online quiz, the question that was asked was, which is the oldest case by any court on SEC Online web edition? The answer is Hayden's case. However, we did not receive any correct answer from the people who participated. Thank you so much for giving your time. This is Devika Sharma signing off with This Week.